About a year ago, just over a year ago, I was, I don't know if it was a presentation or just sort of in one of the networking sessions in between, but a person of great authority pronounced with equally great authority that they knew from sources within the ministry that as far as the Ministry of Environment was concerned, the Brownfields file was closed. The ministry had done all the work they had to do and were going to do with respect to brownfields by the with Reg 153, and that was it. Unfortunately for that person, that was about 2 weeks before March 9th of 2007, which was the date when the so-called new standards were posted. Clearly, the file wasn't closed. And what this does tell you all is that when it comes to any type of serious pronouncement or prediction as to what governments might do, this is a very difficult thing to do. And you don't know what the winds of change are going to bring when it comes to politicians and what pressures are on politicians. They simply come from so many different areas that it's even with all the best of authority and knowledge, you simply don't know what could hit next. We've had some big changes in the past few years that have dramatically impacted on brownfield. So you've heard mention of things today, such as the so-called proposed new standards, the Greenbelt Act, Places to Grow, the Clean Water Act, which is just sitting below the surface right now, and in the next couple of years, you're going to be talking about the Clean Water Act. You're going to be talking about yet another form of land use control that many of you don't know about yet, and it's going to be within the hands of conservation authorities this time, and they're going to tell you what kind of uses are good or not good in your municipalities. And yet again, this is going to be an area where different jurisdictions within the province have the power to set different rules. So you have that in mind in terms of changes that are coming. And what I'd like to do, rather than try and give you nuts and bolts of what little tweaks might happen in the law, what I thought would be useful for you, especially as I had a sense from the attendance list as to what kind of people would be here, is to try and give you the general overview of what the concerns are. What policy issues are driving brownfields liability? What really causes liability issues, and what kind of ways people have of tackling them? If you understand at that level of detail the policy issues, it's much easier not only to try and figure out what might be happening next, but also why it's happening and how to react to it.